You got wires like this that are real tight.
So they're bundled up.
And on some of these, this big bundle of wires is actually sitting right in front of the controller.
Okay.
And we gotta land our wires down here. So unless I take this off, I gotta lay on the ground and try to get up in there.
Gotcha.
It's a lot easier just to take that off right off of the track back here. But as soon as I do that, I mean, some of these wires, like this one popped off.
I mean, you probably have a lot of extra wire. They just have it bundled so tight that as soon as you even breathe on it, they pull right out of the control.
I mean, this one you can see it's got a wire nut on it. So
Gotcha.
I don't know why that one's so tight with it being a wire nut.
Gotcha.
But I haven't even done anything to this yet except for piping in, and there's already wires popping off of it.
Gotcha.
We've had that problem on quite a few of them. And when you do take them off, these wires they come right out. Half of them do.
What type of screw? Is there a screw in there that's supposed to tighten and hold those down?
Yeah, just a real small.
Yeah, little control screw.
Flat-headed screwdriver. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it on the paper.
Gotcha. So basically, it looks like plenty of extra wire bundled up, maybe too tight, and sometimes placed in front of the controller. Gotcha.
I don't know why these are popping off. I don't know if they're getting them all the way underneath the terminal, if they're not tightening them down enough. I mean, like, some of them are just fine, but every once in a while you can get one.
Just pull right out.
Yep.
Okay.
This is different. I've never done that. Hose routing is kind of hard to keep from kinking it, you know. Yeah, so I've been cutting and putting 90s on.
I see.
So here's another example, but this one is actually pretty well wired. We don't have the bundle issue. Seem to have a decent amount of wire. Not having any pull-offs, but there is a complaint regarding the hose routing for the condensate. They've actually cut it and installed a barbed tee because of concerns about kinking as far as the condensate lines. So we got that. This one's actually one of the cleaner examples, though, as far as the wiring issues. Here's a third example. This one is a little more typical of what we're seeing, which is a large bundle of wire right in front of the controller. Not sure why on some units we have the wire nut like right there.
See, that wire's actually pulled out. Look.
That's your 24 volts.
Yep. There's a wire pulled out right on that one.
Yeah, that red bundle of wires is your 24 volts. So what they're doing, instead of going in and out, like putting two wires underneath one screw,
Right. Just splicing it and running one wire. Okay, so it looks like the reason for that is the small contact side. We couldn't do multiple pickups. Yeah, or maybe a terminal strip just to run a hot to it, and then multiple wires off of the terminal strip would be a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would make it difficult trying to hit that controller with a large bundle like that. And then they're bundled a little tight, so any kind of torque put on those wires will pop them right out of the controller itself down low there. So
Non-flexible, it's crazy. That's why I said you'll end up kinking it. I went back to a couple my guys had done, and I seen their kink, and I said, guys, I mean, it's kinked. It's not going to drain, you know. So I went and bought 90s at Lowe's, and
I remember putting clamps on the outside of it. Like, just can't just,
yeah.
But,
this is a mirror image of the last one we looked at as far as the condensate issue. And there's the vinyl hose that is not very friendly to bending 90 degrees. Not sure about running it through this additional control panel that was added. Probably not a good idea either, but just wanted to get some examples of what we're talking about. So here's another example. Not too bad, but again, the bundle's put right in front, and the use of wire nuts. And then this one, again, you can see the contractor's added an elbow to make it a little more convenient and to keep the condensate away from this additional control panel, which I think is a good idea. And let's see.
Not whack in it.